You're listening to the one podcast that should replace all boring local radio morning shows. It's BM Talk with Marc and Bob.
Let us pray. Our Father, who broadcasts in New York, hallowed be thy name. The King of all media, Baba Booey be done on earth and across the airwaves. Give us a hey now and Robin's News. And forgive us for our bad phone connection and boring calls, as we just want to be part of the show. And lead us into the future and deliver us from the FCC. For Howard is the king, with the power and the ratings, now and forever. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Podcasts are bullshit.
Your walker's in the back.
Yes.
You want to leave it there?
Yeah, keep it there.
Hey now!
What up?
Back after a long time. I just noticed your or somebody's walker is in the back.
Somebody's walker is in the background, not the guy that's in the wheelchair.
No. I don't know if you want me to move it or do you want to leave it there?
No, we'll leave it there for aesthetics.
Okay.
How about that?
So it's been a while.
It's been at least 2
Before
weeks.
since our last show.
It is.
You can thank my MS suffering co-host for that because of
my fault.
The weather.
The humidity kind of fucked me over there, and
a lot.
yeah, and
It's not good. I mean, we talked about it one of the last few shows,
right,
about how it's affected you, and it's too bad.
right. It does kind of suck.
But we're back.
We're back
For-
like, scoliosis.
Right. We're back like the humidity.
Right. And crazy day.
Yeah?
Yeah, I recorded this new song, which
Yes.
will be available on Spotify the 3rd of August.
Is there a title to this song?
It's called Your Song.
Okay.
I wrote it about my ex.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
And
Some of the best songs come from heartache and exes.
right, well, those are that's some of the stuff that I'm kind of known for. People like me for that.
Okay.
So it's like I kind of like just put it out there or whatever. And it's just kind of funny because...
I have heard it. It is good.
oh, well, thank you very much.
Now, has she heard it?
I have no idea.
I would say no then, because I would think when she
say
does,
no, yes.
I think you're going to hear. But it is.
Yeah, I think I'm going to hear something.
I don't know how we can promote that together, because it is a really good song.
I know it is.
I like it.
It is very good. We got to...
It's very heartfelt.
Yes.
Like, you can definitely tell that there was time spent, like, it came from inside. It wasn't like just something you scribbled down in a couple afternoons.
Right,
and
it
then,
wasn't some like cookie
like, you
cutter,
could feel the feeling
absolutely
in this song.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes it good. That's what makes any of those hit songs a hit, is not just the tag or the, what did you call it? The
metadata.
No, in the song, the
Hook?
The hook.
The metadata in the song.
Not just the hook, but I mean, there's feeling to it. Like, a lot of people can relate to that stuff.
Yeah. There's got to be, something there.
Everybody's had their heart broken.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because, like, I've been talking to her and shit. So, like, here and there, I've been talking to her. It's been over a year now, so...
Right?
Yeah, it's been
I thought we were approaching over 2.
Oh, maybe we are approaching over 2. No, I've been here a year. So a year and some change.
I can't remember when we went to the Nut House to move you out.
Right.
I remember being there because I remember the theatrics that went along with it, but I don't remember how long ago it was. Yeah, it was probably about a year ago.
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
Because it was the summertime, no?
That
we did move, yeah.
Summertime,
okay.
So it's been about a year, and like we talk here and there and shit like that.
That's good.
We have like civil conversations. I mean, you're with somebody for 10 years.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. How are you? Gonna? I don't know. It's just fucking weird. And then like I hear things that other people say, And I'm like, well, I know that's not true.
Right.
Because I talked to her yesterday. Or something along those lines. You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's me being the cynic. Because how do you know... Well, I guess, yeah, you said you've been... I don't want to answer my own question.
Right.
Okay, but how do you know she's not playing a game? Like telling you one thing, telling these people something else, and it's sincere. I mean...
Because we didn't ever really play any kind of games. So there wouldn't...
You don't buy in, though, that people can change and...
Not like that.
Like they get fucked up and then
No,
they're just
not-
like...
I don't think like that. I don't know.
I'm not cynical. I don't think that of everybody. I'm just saying, like...
Right.
As a friend.
Right.
You know, just looking
I
out for
get
you, like, you know...
I get you.
Don't-
But yeah, no, I don't. I don't think it's like that. Like she told me she was talking to somebody.
Okay.
And because she had called me the other night or some shit because something happened, and then I said, "Oh well, why didn't you call the guy you were talking to?"
Right?
And she's like, "Oh well, he couldn't hear it." I'm like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "Well, he's deaf." I'm like,
What?
"Well, that would
He's
probably
deaf.
be a reason because he doesn't have to hear your."
Well, then
voice."
how does she communicate with him?
I don't know.
Like, if he's deaf, what do you send? Smoke
Emojis.
signals?
Emojis.
But how does he hear him?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a vibrator. Maybe he puts it up his ass.
Like, how do you communicate? How do you call a deaf person and, like, set up, hey, like, if you're seeing them, well, I guess you're not going to go to the movies because you can't hear it, but you
my
can watch
God.
it. But I mean, like, let's go to dinner.
Right.
How do you communicate that to somebody who's deaf? You can't call them because
Yeah,
they don't
you
hear the
send him a
phone.
text.
But if they
I'd
don't,
assume.
if they don't hear the notification sound, like if it's not on vibrate in
Yeah,
their pocket,
It probably is though.
they don't hear the notification sound. So how do you contact them to? And she don't drive, so it's not like she could just pop over to his house and be like, "Hey, you want to go get something to eat?"
No.
So is it like smoke signals or
Maybe Don Yeti signals.
carrier pigeon?
Carrier. That's fucking great. Yeah, but I
would like to go to bed with you.
I just don't know. You know, it's like I've just had like all this shit like running through my head, and I just had to get shit down on paper.
I just want to say I have nothing against deaf people or deaf people dating. I'm just wondering how
they communicate.
How they do it. You know, because they have Braille on the drive-up ATM. And I'm like, well, if you're blind, how are you driving up to the ATM?
That's a good question.
You know, so I'm just wondering how deaf people date.
That's a good question.
I know blind people date. Every date's a blind date. But I don't know how deaf people do it. Like,
Yeah,
how do
I
you
know.
get together with that person? But like you said, it's probably before the cell phone. Let's go 20 years ago.
Before the cell phone,
How
I
did
don't
you
know.
do it? Did you just show up to their house and then freak the fuck out of them because they didn't hear you?
Send letters.
Okay, send letters.
Letters.
Or you just show up and freak the shit out of them because they didn't hear you knocking on the door and you
Yeah,
realize
you
it's
just show up.
unlocked and you walk
They're
in.
masturbating. They're furiously masturbating.
Right, and you're just like, just want to know if you wanted some Taco Bell.
Oh, it looks like he got the beef.
You go ahead and finish what you're doing. And
I have something in my eye right now, and it's fucking pissing me off. That's okay, Mark. Keep talking.
Okay, well, I'll let you dig into your eye.
Two.
Tutu. I like my women in tutus.
Like your deaf women in tutus?
Sure, why not?
How would they say tutu?
Tutu. Well, they can say it. Tutu. When you're talking to me like this, you can't hear nothing. Like Lou Ferrigno.
Yes.
Although he talks pretty good for a deaf
She's talking
person.
to Lou Ferrigno.
She's far from dating Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention he is like a bootleg version of
Yeah, he looks like he ate Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, he is a bootleg version of
And the
me.
rest of the cast from The Incredible Hulk.
Right. So how do you go out with somebody that's like a bootleg version of your ex? I could never do that.
I don't know.
I could never do that because you always would want them to be like that person, but they're not.
Right, so you're getting a bad carbon copy.
Right. You're getting.
Why not just be with the person you want to be with?
Right. Well, I guess it's just they don't make any sense.
You know, it's like you go out to eat, you get like a steak.
Right.
Why not get the good steak? Why get, well, no, just give me this shitty, cheap
let
one.
me get this roast.
You're right.
I want the cut that you make a roast out of that you're
I want
supposed to cook.
Instead of the prime rib, give me the rump roast.
Right.
Give me the ass cheek of the cow.
Right. Instead of the porterhouse.
Yeah, give me the.
I want the prime, or not even the prime rib.
Give me that piece that fell on the floor.
Yeah, I want that floor spice on it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand.
You know who it is. I know who it is. I wish I could just fucking pull the picture from Facebook and put it up.
I know.
But
I've never met the guy. I don't really know
but
who.
You know because,
but I've seen a picture and I've heard about it.
Right.
And
So-
yeah, he's a big, sloppy, fat version of you.
Right.
I guess if you.
And not
no
to,
offense.
And not to mention, this motherfucker, him and my ex used to go to the bar together.
Yes.
And I don't care because, whatever, trust in the motherfucker. So like, I never cared, but here's this fucking asshole. And he's thinking that he's going to be able to put, like, the moves on her
right.
or whatever. And it's just, that's like the kind of shit that I thought about. Wait for that song.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be a good song.
You know who would have been a better choice
Who?
than this guy? That guy who melted on the couch last year when Chris and I went to New York City, who we ran into when we went to 25-year Raw show.
In New York.
Yes. He was melting into the floor.
Right. He was so fat, he looked like he was melting.
Yeah, nice guy, super nice guy.
Right.
Like, I forget his name. I wish I could give him a shout-out so if he listens, and I'm not saying anything that I didn't say in front of his face. With his friends there when we were in the hotel, he looked like he fell asleep on the couch, and he looked like he was melting into the couch.
Wait, get this. Uber Green Day fan, this guy, too.
No.
Swear to God. Is that like...
Isn't that your thing?
Dude, I have tattoos of Green Day all over my arm right
So how long before he gets a Green Day tattoo?
Oh, I don't know, but that would be so funny. I'm like, because I said to her, I'm like, how the fuck? I'm like, don't you find that a little fucking weird? That's what I said to her. I'm like, don't you find that a little fucking weird? I mean, I didn't say it was like a bootleg version of me, but I'm like,
it's to me the other story is weird.
What one?
The cop one. Can we talk about that?
I guess so. Yeah, because she said she was talking to a cop.
Right.
And I said to her, I'm like, oh, you are? I'm like, okay, have a good life.
And then hung up.
I'm never going to talk to you again.
Right.
And hung up.
And then she left the cop and told you that she'd rather be friends with you than date the guy who's a cop.
Right.
I find that more weird and disturbing than the carbon copy of... Because, I mean, if you think about it... Well, I don't want to say all women and generalize it, but most women are looking for a father figure.
Yeah.
So if they find that with you, then yeah, they're going to look for someone like you, a carbon copy of, you.
Right.
So I can kind of get it.
Here, wait. This is what's actually kind of funny. I'm going to hold it at the camera. This is a new DVD I got of Green Day like a hand grenade DVD. I had just bought it. Like, it's not new. It came out a few years ago, but it's like that's like sitting on the desk.
Right.
So, and not to mention I have tattoos of them.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I understand. I could get it. The whole, oh, well, I'd rather be friends with you than date something. So I don't get it. So if you tell her that you don't approve of Deaf Day, then she's gonna leave. Like I find that more disturbing than.
I have no idea. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just say like, oh, that's fucking stupid. I'm never going to talk to you again.
Right.
I don't know.
Why date a cheap version of me when you can date me?
Right.
Well, because the only thing you got to do is get rid of your fucking psychopath.
Right. I don't know. It's fucked up. It's fucking weird because I feel like her mother had more to do with the breakup of the relationship than she did. and she never would see it that way because obviously, you know.
Right, and now she
it's her
does.
mom, and now she kind of does see, like, you know, my mom is kind of fucking nuts and this and that, and
I don't know. Kind of nuts is doesn't really do her justice.
I know. I you know, it's just. I just really have no fucking idea. That's what I have to say.
The whole thing of dating and exes and the whole thing is a fucked up situation. Like, why can't we just be like animals in the wild? It's mating season. I'm going to chase you down in the woods, fuck the shit out of you, and then leave till the next mating season.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Like, why is there a whole courtship thing?
Work in real life.
You got to deal with moms and
yeah.
you know, offspring of other and all this stuff. Like, I'll just run you down in the woods, jump on you,
and it's not even like we were just going out. Like, I was engaged to her.
Right.
So it's like you're not just like an ex, you're an ex-fiance, and you left me. I didn't leave you, you left me. And like, I remember when I was getting some
Easter Sunday too, wasn't it?
The day after Easter.
Oh, the day after.
Right. And
hallelujah, the Lord is risen. I can't be with you anymore.
Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck? You know, and it's just fucking ridiculous. I just look at it. I'm like, how do you even? How do you? I really just don't fucking get it. It just doesn't make an ounce of sense.
It doesn't. And that's the beauty of dating or marriage or, you know, courtship and relationships.
Right. Or as I like to call them, relationships.
That's exactly what, because that's what it, at the end, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. When we were taking shit to the storage unit, okay?
Yeah.
How about her fucking stupid ass mother took a picture of us and ripped it in half and left it in one of the boxes?
Really?
Yeah. Because I called her, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? She's like, that wasn't me. I'm like, oh, so your fucking mother did that? Like, and this is like a fucking 50-something-year-old woman.
I told you how petty she was when we were there. Like, I really feel like I should mail her like $20 for the show that she put on.
You think it was that good?
You know. Well, I don't know what the price would be, but I don't want to send them $5 and feel like I ripped them off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
you want to send it $20.
She came from the moment, and I know I've told this story. From the moment we pulled up,
to people?
I do.
That's great.
From the moment we pulled in, and she came, like, it was like we're like at a horse race, and the fucking alarm went off, and the horses came out of the gate. She right away. I don't want all these cars.
Just keep answering me back. Just please keep answering me fucking back.
That's out of the gate like that. I don't want all these cars parked in my lawn. I'm like, there's no cars in your lawn.
Oh my god.
There's barely a car in your driveway. Which to then she took the car that was in the driveway and moved it into the lawn.
Oh dear.
And then from then on, like out of the gate, it was this and that. And then she was in her moo-moo, I guess if that's what you'd call it.
Yeah, okay, describe.
And she's upstairs in the cubby hole that was like, not a closet, but one of those little holes in the wall, like you see them in cheap horror movies sometimes.
Right. The part to the attic.
Right, a crawl space.
Crawl space.
That's what it's called.
Yes.
So she's like half in there and half out of there. I don't know if she was stuck or not. Okay? Because she was big and the crawl space was small.
Okay.
But she's pulling stuff out of there, bitching and complaining the whole time. Like, oh, here's another box of his stuff when he gets famous. And I'm like, well, he is kind of sort of famous already. Like, he's reached a level of fame
Yeah.
that you don't know about, but okay, whatever.
Right.
And then she keeps pulling, there's more of this shit. Jesus Christ. And I'm like, did you not, was this just sprung onto you this morning? Oh, by the way, Bob and his friends are coming over and they're going to move his stuff out.
Right.
Like, I'm sure you knew about. So get this shit ready. Like, they had some stuff in the garage, which took us no time to load in the truck. And I was like, oh, cool, we're done. And then, no, apparently we got desks and chairs and dressers and shit to move that are upstairs. And then this fucking woman on the floor, foaming at the mouth, throwing shit all over the place, bitching. Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm like, again, what do you want him to fucking stay here? Your daughter broke up with him.
Right.
Like, what is he supposed to do? How does this work for you? You knew about it. Right. So get on your daughter's fucking ass and say, listen, he was your boyfriend. Get his shit the fuck out of here. Why do you got your fucking ass? You should have been in the other room with your husband, staying out of the fucking way.
Out of anybody's business, but no. That was the thing. She's got to be in everybody's business.
Oh, my God.
That was the thing. She had to be in everybody's business. And that's what ruined it. Because we lived there for fucking 5 years.
I don't understand how you did.
I don't know, man.
Like, and she knows her mom is crazy because she said that to you. So if you know your mother has an issue, why do you fucking stay there?
Right. Well, I kept saying, I'm like, we got to get out of here. I'm like, we got to get a place. Oh, well, you don't have any money, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, you can, get your job. I was working for the government at the time at the base.
Okay.
Okay. So I was making good money with them, and then the whole fucking MS thing happened.
Right, but there's still money that comes in. It's not...
Right.
So you have that coming in. And then her job. And you take that and you make a budget out of it,
right,
like adults, and you get the fuck out of that insane asylum.
Right. Well, that's what I kept saying is, and it was always...
You don't got the food clip, do you?
Oh, no, I don't. Not on
The
here.
food's ready if anybody wants to eat.
But it's like, I
said the food's ready if anybody wants to fucking eat. Yo, that's an invitation to dinner that I can't wait to get to.
Oh, my God. And, it's not like I don't hold any animosity towards her. And even though I technically should.
Right.
And, but it's like, I don't care. And it's like, our friend knew that this guy was there.
Yeah.
When she told me that he was already, when he went to go pick up the shit.
Right.
But it's like, he never said that he knew. And
Well, the only reason I said is because you already knew.
yeah, I already knew.
So I was like, oh, well, then I don't know why he's not telling you this information.
I already knew. Because I came out with this song, and, like, I could tell he didn't like it when I played it for him. I could totally tell he didn't like it. And I'm like, I know you're, it's like, I know you're not going to like it. It's not what you listen to. It's not.
Right, but you got to give it an honest judgment. You can't judge anything on your your
own
personal
taste.
Right, and taste and compare it to that. You got to look at it as a whole and say, okay, you know what I mean? Instead of that's how I looked at it. I don't normally listen to that.
Right.
But I listen and I'm like, okay, yeah, I could hear this on the radio. This sounds just as good as anything else that's out there.
Yeah.
On the radio, done like I don't know if it's a love song, but
yeah, it's kind of like a love song, I guess.
But
it's kind of a breakup.
Right,
song,
it's one of where you're looking back and stuff, and you're like, hey, if we were this could be our song.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this sounds just as good as any other song that I've heard like this.
And I actually think what we're gonna have to do is, since we've been talking about this the entire fucking time, we're gonna have to end the show with the song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do that and plop the song in there.
You're not worried about people stealing it and not spending the money to buy it, Lars? Lars?
No.
You're not going to go after
Lars already?
After anybody for downloading the song or ripping it from the show?
No, because I don't think anybody would spend the time to do that.
It's a good song. Why not?
Well, I know. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
If you really want it, you can go on Spotify or Apple Music or all that other shit.
Right.
And listen to it and stream it.
Okay, but what if
August 3rd?
But what if I want it? Like I've heard it, I've streamed it.
Yeah, you
but
go
now
on iTunes and you buy it.
Okay, how much am I buying it for?
99 cents.
Oh, I might spend the 99 cents then.
Right.
But what if I'm super uber cheap? And I'm like, fuck him and his 99
then you're
cents.
just going to keep watching the video that I end up putting up with it.
They're going to rip it and put it on a disc.
Yeah, that's fine. Let them.
You don't care that you're going to lose money?
No.
Well, good then.
I am not going to lose money.
Listen, I'll give you $1 right now, which is a penny more than it's for, and I want a copy of that song.
Okay. I don't need $1.
Wait a
I
minute.
can give you 5 copies of it.
No, I only listen to it once. Here is $1
$1
to Bob.
Thank you.
And I officially bought his
you.
song
He bought it.
before it came out.
Before it came out.
Keep that. I'm telling you. I don't want that. Don't give it back to me after the show. I officially bought the song.
We're gonna have to remember this. It's G 0
Will you read the serial number?
24778 E is in echo. G is in golf. 03247278. E is in echo.
G as in good song. E as in excellent job, Bob.
Thank you. That's incredible. My first $1 on the song.
There you go.
That's great.
I want to be the first.
That's great. That just helped me pay the fee for submitting it.
There you go.
I fucking love it. It's fucking, I don't know, it's fucking good. I'm working on a whole new fucking version of what the fuck I'm doing because, like I said, I'm in a wheelchair. I can't perform shit. So I'm
Well,
just
again, though,
fucking
but again,
concentrating.
like I've said to you, you can.
Right.
You're
right.
but
Actually,
I
one of
get-
my fans hit me up last night and said, "Dude, I don't care what it takes. If you got to do a show, I'll wheel you out."
See, that's what I'm saying.
So
You're
I-
letting the chair
me,
hinder
it's
yourself.
me,
But
I
I get the whole image. Like,
right.
I used to be able to do this. Now I'm doing it, but I'm telling you, people don't care if you run around on stage. You go out there and do your shit. That's
And
what
it's
they're there
good.
for.
That is
right.
what
That's what they're there for.
Right.
Because when we went to the Flesh Relique,
Yeah. When we went to that show.
the album release show,
Right.
All right, some of the opening acts they had, they weren't moving around on stage like
Yeah, I guess
Ozzy
you're
or
right.
something. They were standing there doing
Yeah,
it.
see,
So
my
the only
whole-
thing you can't do
my
is stand
whole
there.
My whole thing, I wasn't like that, though. That was my whole thing on stage. Listen, I learned from fucking Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day how to fucking perform. And I used that to the fullest of my ability. I may be fat.
You know what we
What?
could do?
What? Put me on like a rig?
Yeah. And then you let
And
you
I can Muppet?
kind of like Joe from Family Guy, just let your legs dangle.
Oh, my
And we
God.
could just swing you around back and forth.
Well, that would be something to do with a big event, like a big arena.
Right.
That would be great. And I'm by the way, I'm growing in my beard. Not that you can see it on
No.
the podcast, but you can see it on the video.
You're going for a big Braun Strowman type.
Right. That's what I'm just.
See, I think the way to go, though, is to just wheel out and do your thing. Like pimp out the chair like a throne.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just sit like a king in your throne. And I'm doing my thing. You're here to see me perform my music. I know you get the jumping around thing, but if you change that to something, in my
Something
opinion,
different.
like I said, you don't have that.
No, you're right.
It's what I would do if I was
No,
like,
you're
you know
right.
what, I want to get out. I'm kind of embarrassed by the
It's a
chair.
great idea.
But if I pimp this chair out like a fucking throne,
Yeah. No, people would pay
because then they
like,
wouldn't even see you get wheeled
like,
out.
Who is this guy? You know,
Right.
Because I'm trying to attract other people. You know, like who is this guy? You know, that's why. Like I have people that would be at shows that would look at me and be like, "Dude, I only listen to heavy metal, and I never knew I liked rap." And it's like, you know, that's cool.
Well, because it's the type of rap you do. It's
Right.
it's different than
it's different than I'm gonna go down the street and get a Glock and
right. It's something that
Yeah.
metal fans can relate to because of the message you're putting across. It's
Right.
not,
Right.
like I said before, it's not dealing drugs and avoiding the cops and this bitch and that
Right.
bitch and this
Even
and that.
though I talk about that, but I don't just have songs talking about that.
Right, and maybe those songs don't appeal, but
Right.
some of your other songs do.
Right.
Because like I can't identify with it. Like I might buy my weed, not that I smoke, but I'm just saying, like as
No,
a
you're
metalhead
saying
or whatever, in general, like
yeah.
rock metal, we might buy our weed from you,
Right.
but I don't can't relate to your
life.
whole, and
Right.
the gang life and Crips and Bloods or whatever. I can't relate to that, but maybe another song you did, you said something, I can relate to that message.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So yeah, it's not every single song, and I haven't heard every single one of your songs, just a few, and I was like, hey, this is pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got a couple hundred CDs from. I have 500.
Reach in my pocket.
I got 500 of my last CD and 100 of the CD that was before that.
I got $17. What does that get me?
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you
B-side merch.
That'll get you. I would usually sell CDs. For
You got look at
$7 a piece.
7. All right, so I got enough for one.
$14.
And
Yeah, but don't worry, I just give you one.
B-side shirt. I need one of those. Do you get them in extra fucking gorilla?
Absolutely, I love fat people.
Thank you.
Yes,
Somebody does.
absolutely.
Everywhere
And
I go, I can't find clothes.
I never charged more for T-shirts either in big sizes.
Really?
Because you make it up on the small sizes.
You are a very kind person.
Well, doesn't that make sense?
It makes sense, but like I said,
Right.
nobody wants. They want to charge more, or they don't make them, and I'm like, what, there's no fat people around here.
Right, like, oh, you guys are racist against fat people?
Yeah, or I gotta pay more now,
Right.
Because you spend an extra inch on material.
Right. Can we have a protest against clothing companies not going up to
Yes.
2 to 5X?
Yes, I think we should start a
I
movement.
think that there should be a whole bow movement about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
We'll have to get our shitheads on
I
that.
get yes, we'll have to get the shitheads on it.
Yes, all the
2
three that
shitheads,
listen.
Our friend Dar.
right.
I,
She was on vacation this week, actually.
oh, she was. I saw on her Instagram she got a tattoo.
Yes.
It looks nice. It's waves. It's like the emoji.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook, and I was gonna go. So what do you got? 3 sharks on your arm?
Like for Shark Week.
Right. And I was like, oh, it's waves. She likes the water. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
I get
okay.
it.
Yeah.
All right. But I'm like, well, it's kind of a small. Not to disparage her getting a tattoo.
Yeah, isn't
but I'm
that
like,
the only tattoo she's got?
it's kind of small. Like, if you're gonna go big.
Yeah, but was that her first?
Yeah, like get a
Well,
big
no,
fucking
no.
ocean scene
Nah,
on
are
it.
you kidding me? The very first tattoo I ever got was this little ass fucking hatchet man from ICP.
Really?
That little ass fucking tattoo.
Mine was. We'll talk about my tattoo
On the next
next show because
Okay.
we're running out of time, and
We're running out of time.
my tattoo is my mother. Was for
We're gonna
yeah.
have to talk about that.
So we'll have
the
to hit
next
that
show.
on the next one,
And
which
we're not
may
gonna-
look very similar to this one.
Yes, because we're gonna record them like back to back.
Right.
But we're saving the next show to come out maybe a week after.
Right.
this
We're gonna
show
keep
or
you
something.
wanting more.
Right. And no, I'm not gonna hit the music. We're gonna end with the song.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna end with the song.
I'm gonna
I
put
forgot
the song
already.
in there. So we're not gonna be the song is gonna come in, and it's gonna come in now.
Oh, okay, I was gonna do a lead up,
Oh, you were gonna do a lead. Okay.
kind of like the fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yes.
I was gonna say now it's gonna be August 3rd, being released August 3rd on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and
Tidal, all that, any digital retailer.
you can find it August 3rd. The new song by B-Side called "Our Song."
Our song.
So you even to think about it. Is it our
I wanted to say your song, but it's our
our
song.
song? Okay,
Yes.
August 3rd release date. B-Side, new track.
Here it is.
Our
right here.
song.
Listen. Peace.
This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. I messed up, huh? What it could have been, shoulda, woulda, and I don't know where to begin. You were number one, forget the arguments. I wanna give you my last name, and that was it. You remember all the trips that we took? I got them stored in my mind like a book. It was beautiful. You were beautiful, and after all these years, now I'm unsuitable. We needed change, but I admit that we had to get out that house, but you weren't with that. Everything was redundant, I'm lost for words, I say speechless. Lost my voice, can't be heard, like the Green Day tracks and all the concerts past. Now you're what's her name, and I'm St. Jimmy on his ass. Where do I go? Well, I don't know. This could be home to people from. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. You said yes, I thought that meant something. I got out one knee, but I guess that don't mean nothing. I know it wasn't easy when you saw me fail. It's like I got sick and my life went to hell. I not only lost the one career I care about, I lost my true love, and it sickens me to think about every memory. Now you're not there, I must erase that, but it's still crystal clear. When I tried to sleep, the nights were always restless. I couldn't shut my eyes without feeling so helpless. Every thought was about me and you, and all the damage that we put ourselves through. I guess I couldn't live up to what you pictured, 'cause there were times of unwanted stricture. Would I turn back time? Well, I don't know, but I wanted to see how our future grow. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that you're gone, it's hard to keep the memories trapped for so long. This could have been our song for the moment. Close your eyes now and picture us growing. We were something together, and now that
They turned the friggin' frogs gay.